Hi everyone, welcome back to Brain Dump. This is a show where I talk about pretty much whatever the fuck I want to talk about.
Oh, what a curse it is to be a lover girl.
I'm Kai. Just want to preface per usual, I am not a mental health professional. I'm just a 21-year-old that struggled with mental health pretty much my whole life, and I'm just here to share my personal experiences with these topics. I don't know why I just tried to say that entire thing with one breath. I was really determined to, and then I just realized it wasn't going to happen. Anyway, I'm trying to stay a little far from the mic because it's... Last episode, it was kind of, extremely loud at some points, and I did not appreciate that, so I'm trying not to... I need to get a new microphone, but hey, I am broke. I have 2 car payments, so that's not going to happen. Anyway, so, welcome if you're new. Hey. Originally, this episode, I was going to talk about something completely different, but then after my therapy session yesterday, this is just something that I've been thinking about, and it's not really something that I became mindful of until recently. When I'm not 100% myself, say at work, if I'm not the bubbly, outgoing person that I am all the time, people say things to me, and I know they don't mean anything bad by it, but, things like, oh, you just don't seem like yourself today, and, I don't know, stuff like, oh, you seem down today, it's weird, and it just makes me feel like I'm not allowed to have off days. Everyone's gonna have days where they feel off. And lately I've had days like that, as people do. And I've just noticed that when people make comments on it, it makes me feel a little bad about myself. But I shouldn't feel bad for being human and having an off day. So, truly on the forefront of my mind, I do not care what they think of me, but it just kind of makes me internalize my own feelings and ask myself if I'm allowed to not be 100% outgoing, bubbly 100% of the time. Because that's impossible. It is. And I try to be that person, and it's not that I overly try, because I feel like I naturally am an outgoing person, and at least once you get to know me, I'm definitely introverted when you first meet me, but especially around my coworkers and stuff, I'm very close with them. Obviously, we spend 40 hours a week together. So I feel like I kind of bring the positive energy, and I've been told that I do that, so I like to think that happens. But, when I have an off day, I just feel like I can't have an off day. And I know nobody means, anything bad by it, but sometimes I just don't feel good about it. Telling yourself that you have to, I feel like creates conflict in your mind. Because if you're constantly telling yourself something that you do not want to do, it's not fair. And at the end of the day, you have to do what makes you happy. And if that means not meeting everyone's needs 100% of the time, that is okay. You have to meet your needs 100% of the time, because you are the only person that you're going to wake up and go to sleep with for the rest of your life. Hate to break it to you, but even if you have a partner, you are the only one for your entire life that will be there. What I'm really saying is, you have to live with yourself, really. So, might as well be your truest self. Why would you just want to live a lie? I hate that, and I hate that I used to do that. We're not put on this earth to make other people happy. And I know that I've said, I like making people feel good, and that's true, I do like making people feel good, but it's not my job to make other people feel good. And if I make someone feel good, that's great. That's awesome, and I'm so happy that I can do that, but it's not my job. And it's not the end of the world if I can't do that for everyone. Me and my therapist were talking about this. We're programmed to survive, and we learn how to be happy. Because, happiness, honestly, is taught, and you learn about it, and from a very young age can gauge what makes you happy, and it's all different for everyone, which I think is so fucking cool. But, I don't know. I've just been asking myself lately, why am I trying to make everyone happy? Because it's not my job, and I just have to be myself and show up for me every day and also show up for other people in the process. I think that's what really matters. This is a little short. I'm looking at the audio levels on my computer and it just seems like so loud. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry if the audio is so bad again. I just feel like it's so loud. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me just back the fuck up. Alright. Guys, I had to buy a new book, of course, to get back. Okay, first of all, I went to the library and I tried to check out a book, right? A Frida McFadden book, because obviously I figured that would get me back into my reading groove, right? And so then I scanned my little library card and it's like, you owe $40. Hello? What? And so apparently I didn't return a book, which I swear to God, I could have sworn I turned in that book. And I search and scavenge for that book. I cannot find it anywhere, which I hate because I always return my library books. So I got charged $10 for the late fee and then $30 for the lost fee. It's like $40 for one book? Oh my god. So I didn't have $40, so I left and I went to Target and I bought the book. It's called Ward D by Frida McFadden. And I'm very excited to read it. Hey, haven't started it. I'm gonna do that tonight because I have absolutely no plans. It's a Thursday evening and I don't have work tomorrow. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, so that's the book of the week. I need to get back into my reading because I've been so bad. Oh my gosh, I haven't told you guys. Okay. Life update. Flip phone update. So, sadly, RIP to the flip phone. So, firstly, this is the main reason that I switched back to my iPhone after 3 months of using a flip phone. I got my new car, right? My insurance cost went way up. I am drowning financially right now. Anyway, irrelevant. I had to get this Allstate app for my insurance in order to get a discount on my insurance. Because they have to be able to, like, track my driving and if I'm on my phone while I'm driving. And it's like, every dollar counts. I can't afford anything and I need anything that I can get. And it was a pretty fucking good discount. So I had to switch back to my iPhone because of that. But I'm going to be 100% honest. There were so many other reasons that I wanted to switch back to my iPhone because it was getting so frustrating. It was like the day that I went back into the dealership because I got my car payment lowered by $200. Hey, great news. The day that I went in to do that, because the finance guy was just like, come in, we'll get this re-signed. So he was like sending me links on my flip phone to pay, and it's like, I can't do this. And so it was a whole thing. I had to send the link, whatever. And so I think about all the things that are so difficult to do because I have a flip phone. Like, I can't Google things, and it's like, ideally, yeah, I'd like to live in a world that you don't have the world at your fingertips, but unfortunately, that's just the world we live in, and I like being able to just search things when I have a random thought, and it was weird not being able to do that for a while. And I also had to, like, download the entire state of Georgia on my maps on my iPhone, because whenever I needed, like, maps, I would just bring my iPhone and use it as a GPS, and I'd also just, like, use it as an MP3 player because I just had my music downloaded. And my new car doesn't have a CD player, which is actually unfortunate, but guys, it's 2025. It was becoming an inconvenience and extremely frustrating. So I switched back. Not very proud of my decision, but it's what was necessary because I really was committed to doing it for 6 months, but it wasn't practical and I needed to get this app like immediately for my insurance. And I'm always so insecure about stuff like this because I always start things and never finish them. That's a really bad habit of mine. My mom is the same way. Like, we relate on that level. We just start things and don't finish them, and I feel like this is an example of that. Like, I started something and had great intentions with it, and I just didn't finish it. It's like, it makes me feel unsuccessful in that aspect, but I know it's for the best. this is 2025 and it's extremely hard living with a flip phone. If you're like 80 years old, yeah, it's perfect. I want to be able to text without clicking a keyboard 30 times to type 2 words. Yeah, it's what I had to do, and, you know, people may hate on me for it, but I am confident that my decision was what was for the best for me. And also, guys, this is crazy. So I have a boyfriend now, and so, you know, obviously I have to have an iPhone to FaceTime long distance. So, anyway, that's life update. Songs of the week: Summer Love by Justin Timberlake, Sunday Morning by Maroon 5, and Lover Girl by Le'Veil. So, yeah, thank you so much for listening. Appreciate you. Remember that you're loved and valued and appreciated in this world, and I love you. Okay, bye.
I'm in a reckless fever, love-struck girl, I tease her, thought I'd never be her. Quite the job you've done on me.